Alright guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today I want to talk about this sort of vlog post thing, talking about Explosive Chain Battle, the new mode that is out on JP. I assume this video probably will be very helpful for global players, but you never know. This event could be adjusted in the future because very clearly, Akatsuki has made an error in how they designed the event, because obviously the way people are beating it is not intended, and it's also probably not as fun. I mean, we'll get into it, right? Now, I remember doing videos from this site. The homie Garesh is the one who passed me the link to this sort of blog post here. But I remember we did do videos on some tier lists from this website, maybe back in March or something like that. I remember specifically that this site very, very highly values defense and defensive stacking units, right? Because they had like AJ LR Gohan as like the number one overall unit, and that was even after Blue Vegito and Gogeta were out in the game, right? So okay, so the Explosive Chain Battle it's fun. It doesn't cost stamina. It's something you could do a ton of times over the course of a week. It's like kind of like the World Tournament, but like not horrible, not the worst thing ever, right? Like, I guess that's one way you can describe it, because, and then even, like, the reward system, right? Like, here, if we go into game real fast, you check the reward system, this is what the World Tournament should be, right here. This pyramid, and then, like, percentile ranges. That's what they should do, rather than, you know, all these different ranking tiers, which are very bummy. I think this percentile system would work far better than what they do, right? And that also, I mean, I know maybe that would de-incentivize, like, being number one overall or something like that, but, like, just give us the top 1% rewards. I feel like that overall would make things a lot better. I mean, there's a lot of stuff they got to do with the World Tournament. I actually do have faith that they are going to do something with the World Tournament. I really do think they will, right? But because of the way this is structured, like, if you are utilizing the proper strategy and you know what you're doing, it's very likely that as a free-to-play player, you're going to get some of these rewards. And the rewards for this mode are so god tier. Like, it's insane. Every 100 of this currency is a piece of equipment. So you get top 1%, you get 50 pieces of equipment. Top 3%, 45 pieces of equipment. Top 5%, 40 pieces of equipment. Even top 10%, you get 30 pieces of equipment. A ton of orbs, stickers, Kais, Zenny. Like, it's got everything. The rewards are amazing for this mode, right? So that is something very, very important to keep in mind. Because, you know, even though maybe it is sort of brain dead, the gameplay for it, right? But the rewards more than make up for it. So this is going until the 11th, so we still got a few days left. Now, here's all the special characters for this event, right? What you have is characters from the categories of Rapid Growth, which, of course, is SCR Kefla's new category. We have Universe 6, and then we also have the Universal Survival Arc. Those are the categories in which characters get a damage buff or damage bonus against this God Goku boss, right? Now, I've got the three categories pulled up. Obviously, they're all, like, all three of them are pretty good. Rapid Growth is probably the worst of the three. Rapid Growth is not bad. It's just that it's another one of these seriously limited categories. And, like, I look at it and it's like, I mean, Gotenks is probably going to have better units coming out in the future, which will help this. Super Trunks and Super Vegeta will have better units in the future, which is going to help this. I'm sure Hit's going to get an LR. Buu Saga Ultimate Gohan will probably get, like, an LR. I don't know, but, like, then again, like, they really did limit this too much, because, you know, Kabe will get a new unit, but, like, some of these characters, like, are we really going to get a ton of Kale and Khalifas moving forward? I mean, probably not. There's so many versions of them already. Sure, Kefla will get an LR, but, like, I don't like what they did with this category. They limited it far, far too much. And then Universe 6 is super good. It's a very small, very tight, very cohesive category team. A lot of really, really, really good units here. I mean, I guess a lot of these units do carry over to Rapid Growth, but Kabe doesn't, which hurts. Vados doesn't, which also hurts. Vados and Kabe are, like, essential to bringing out Kefla's max power. So that is one thing that's very important. So what you want to do, too, is you want characters that are in as many of these categories as possible. So that would make Kefla, like, you know, all the Kale and Khalifas, all of them, plus Kefla, and then Hit. those are the units that are like going to be super, like they're in all three categories, so they should get like the maximum damage buff. Looks like these two Jirans are also like in the sort of the super character, like extra power or whatever. But Jiren obviously is not Universe 6, and then he's also not whatchamacallit, rapid growth. I feel like, could you make the case for Jiren on rapid growth? Probably not, because like the whole point is that he shows up and he's already stronger than everyone, right? So whatever. Then in terms of extreme characters, we just have these hits, right? Hits are the one they want us to use. Now, I have seen, Goresh did show me a screenshot of like a Japanese player that got like over 140 million with Tech Hit as his leader. But remember, a lot of it is pretty much just the luck of the draw in what kind of friend units you're going to find, right? It all matters. Like almost all the units you're using are friend units, right? You have your main unit, you have your hero connector, and then you have your villain connector, right? Those are the only 3 units of yours that you're going to be using. It seems to me as though the 3 best for this one is STR Kefla as your main unit, LR Kill and Khalifa as your connector. That's a must. They must be your super connector, basically. Like, it's so essential. If you don't have them, I think AGL Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa is probably the go-to besides them. But something like Physical Super Saiyan 2 Kefla, I'm sure would work well also. And then for the final, the villain connector, the one you're going to want to go with is actually going to be this guy. LR Int Perfect Cell. I mean, we'll talk more about this in a second. So again, yeah, here's the 3, characters that they're basically recommending. Okay, so battle character takes into account status and special move level. So it's saying attack stat and then their SA level are the 2 things that are very, very important. Okay, so it looks like LRs would do more damage. So in that sense, LR Kale and Khalifa is the best, but they have a high aptitude, so they're basically a very, very good connector. And if you look at the top ranking results, there are many of those who go with Kale and Khalifa as their connector, and then like one of the Keflas are hit as their main unit. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a ton of sense. Battle characters not involved. Okay, so it's saying they think HP and defense and them do have an effect on that. Interesting. Because I mean, I presume that only attack would be the stat that matters, right? Like rainbows definitely do matter in this mode, right? For sure. But my suspicion was that it was only the attack stat that actually mattered. I mean, I guess with advanced testing we could figure it out, because here, let me pull up. I want to pull up Kefla and hits, because I feel like these are the 2 go-to options, right? I know Kefla has higher attack, but let me take a look at what hit stats look like. Hit has a lot more HP than Kefla, but Kefla has more defense, so I feel like Kefla's probably better. She's got, 600 more attack, but again, hit has, almost 20,000 more HP. That's a huge amount, actually. So, if we combine all 3 stats together, hit has the advantage. Hit has more stats. So, I mean, I guess that would be one way we could sort of figure out if it matters. Because, again, if it does matter, all 3 of these combined are going to be more than what our girl Kefla has. But Kefla does have more attack, which is what I suspect is the only thing that actually matters. But, again, I don't think... We're not 100% sure on that quite yet. Yeah, so... This is an example of what you want to look for, except I'm telling y'all right now, it's you want Kale and Khalifa in there. Like the golden, the best. See, because this Kale is not even awakened, so that's unfortunate. I think pretty much the best thing you could get, you would want Kale and Khalifa in place of this Kale. You definitely want her there. You probably want Kefla there. These 2 need to be awakened, and you could replace them. TUR Kale and Khalifa, I think, would be very important. I don't know about base form Kale and Khalifa. Although they do go on to talk about how they think categories are more important than links and typing. So the 3 things that matter here, I could actually go in game and we can show this real fast. But the 3 things that matter with these sort of support units is categories, links, and then their typing as well. So let me just quickly sort of assemble a team right here. We probably will do a run at the end of the video once we go over all the information, right? Alright, so we'll go with Kefla number 1. Alright, so see this. Here's the other thing too. It is so tedious, scrolling through, and it's just the way they have these units glowing, it's I feel like my eyes just sort of glaze over, because what I'm doing, I'm staring at this looking for Kale and, like, all I care about is finding Kale and Khalifa. I spot Kale and Khalifa. Are they rainbow? No. So we keep scrolling, right? That's basically how this works. And it's very, very annoying to do. So like, I don't know, this top one actually does look pretty good. I guess we could just go with that. All right. So now we pick our connector, right? So, I don't know. I guess we'll just go with TUR Kale and Khalifa, right? Okay. So now we can check. We could take a look. So in terms of our connector to our supports, we have, I believe this is links. We have 27 links. We have 1 shared typing, and then we have 26 categories. So 27, 1, and 26. Let's switch to the AGL Khalifa right here. And then we go up to 35, 1, and 28. So the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Khalifa is actually better for the setup we've chosen, right? That's an easy way that you can go ahead and take a look. Those are the things that really matter. And then let's just check, like, I don't know, how about this STR Kale? She's probably worse. Yes, she is, because she doesn't have things like Super Saiyan, right? Like, it's just, it is very easy to tell, right? Like, you just want similar units, right? Like, if the units look similar, that's probably what you're going to want to go with, and that's sort of how we operate here, right? So, okay, yep, all talking about Kale and Khalifa cards. It's desirable for the connector to be a character with a lot of categories. So for the connector, it's likely that a Super Saiyan character will earn a lot of matches. Yeah, that makes sense. Especially most of the scores exceeding 150 million damage. LR, Kale, and Khalifa seem to have be the connector. Okay, let's actually go back in game and let's just take a look, right? Because we can take a look at some big scores, right? So let's go ahead and take a look here. Here's one at 149. Yep. Oh, they have Hit as leader. Okay, let's see. Are a lot of people using Hit? Oh, they are. 150? That's physical Kefla. But yeah, dude, you can see. Like LR Kale and Khalifa rainbowed, and then LR Incel rainbowed on all of these, right? So, like, you can clearly tell. Well, okay, they're not rainbowed there, but you can clearly tell that rainbows do have an effect. Here's the 144. I think we're going to do a run, and I think I'm actually going to try Tech Hit as leader. We'll see. Here, my high score, by the way. So here's what I had. I did actually manage to find a friend with a good amount of rainbows, but no rainbow Kale and Khalifa. My issue is Nolar is the only JP player like equivalent to me. Honestly, I think me and Nolar have the 2 best accounts there is on JP Dokkan. I mean, maybe there's a mythical Japanese whale, but me and Nolar have everything rainbowed. If anything, I would say like a Japanese like mythical whale that supposedly exists would just be on our level. A lot of people know of Calc, but Calc doesn't rainbow every unit anymore. Like, me and Nolar both have superior accounts to Calc at this point. So it's difficult to find, like, rainbow Kale and Khalifas for me. Then, of course, you just go full cells. This must have been, like, my second run of the day, because you can't pick the same connector over and over until you use stones. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I just went with the Tech Hit because he actually worked better, probably because of that LR Prime Battle Cell was in there, right? And then here's the 3 characters. Now, this also matters. Picking the 3 characters, it gives you, I think 7 or something like that. I'll have to double check again, but it gives you like 7 characters from like the 12 you've chosen up here. So randomly, Kale and Khalifa won't be there. Like it's like I get Nolar. Finally, it has his Rainbow Kale and Khalifa in there, but then when I actually get into the fight, it doesn't give me one of the his Rainbow Kale and Khalifa right there. So I just have had pretty poor luck. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter as long as you're in top 1%. Like that, that's a good thing. But I feel like this number might not be safe for me. So I am definitely going to want to try and improve upon this. But I need some luck. That's why at the end of the video we'll do a run. We'll try Hit as our lead and see if that affects anything. Okay. So then of course here's the villain supports. Again, like Champa, Bergamo, Frost, Hit, and stuff like that. These are characters that have the sort of the special like buffs and stuff like that from the categories, but it just doesn't seem to work, and no one is running them. Okay, let's switch back in game one more time so I can show you guys this. Almost no one is running like Hit and Champa and them as villains, and we're gonna talk about like sort of the recommended strategies. Let's look at sell. Yeah, sell. Okay, there's one. Well, there's a Frost, there's a Champa, but it's still all cells. Like, I probably don't have to keep going on. Like, y'all will take my... Oh, wait. That's really good. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, and then we could probably... Here. I'm going to change... We'll go to Tech Hit. And then probably this guy would be the best. Let me just double check. We'll get this run ready, and we're going to go back to it. Wait, what? No, right there. Wait, why is it? Oh, yeah. That's what I wanted. Okay. 53 and 31. That seems very good. Uh-oh. All right, yeah. So that's this run. This might be my best run, actually. I think it's going to be. We'll see how lucky we get with the units we can actually select. Hopefully it's like Super Saiyan 2 Caulifla, Kefla. We'll see. Or maybe I'll just pick a bunch of the cells. I don't know. But the whole point is that because, like, people don't have this guy rainbowed. People don't really have, like, these guys rainbowed, right? Like, these other hits. Like, they're just not... Like, hit in Dokkan, like, sucks. Like, the only hit really worth a damn is this guy. Like, sure, I know this guy does a lot of damage, and he can stun. He can be good in Extreme Super Battle Mode. He can. Despite the fact that I'm so hard on him, right? But, like, this is just the superior option, I would say, most of the time. They have not been kind to hit. I do suspect we will get an LR hit, hopefully. Like, it's like Hit, Ultimate Gohan, Kid Buu are all in the same boat. Like, we're just sitting here like, please, Dokkan, just make them, like, some of the best LRs in the game. Because, like, Kid Buu, Hit, and Ultimate Gohan have been completely disrespected almost from day one. STR Ultimate Gohan, when he first came out, was amazing. But he has aged quite poorly, in my opinion. So... we definitely really could use better versions there. And like AGL Kid Buu, for example, got his EZA just before they started making every EZA insane. So like he has, you know, like sort of been dead on arrival. Okay, so basically then the point is that you're going to want to do stuff like this. All Friezas, all cells. Now, if we go ahead and take a look, the reason why you want to do this, right, is you pull up a lot of these cells and stuff like that. It matters for typing, links, and categories. Well, number one, LR int cells on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He has 10 category teams, LR int cell, right? And a lot of these, many of the cells are on Transformation Boost, Android Cell Saga, Android, Artificial Life Form, Time Traveler, Revived Warrior, Kamehameha, Revenge Target. Like, they're all, like, on these categories. So, like, that's why, like, even though they're not getting the extra buff, because of how well they work together, they get you more damage. This is why a thing Akatsuki's got to do, they either have to lower the damage by units that are not one of the special categories, or they have to buff the damage by units that are in the special categories, because otherwise, this is all we're going to see. It's just full Cell and Frieza and Buu teams, right? Now, Frieza can work as well, because obviously a lot of these units, right? Let me just pull up physical full power Frieza. A lot of these Frieza units... Again, are going to have very, very similar links. You know, they're going to have, a lot of them have Universe's Most Malevolent, Prodigies, Big Bad Bosses, Strongest Clan in Space, Fierce Battle. A lot of them have got those. A lot of them have very similar categories, right? Planet Namek Saga, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors. Some of the Diabolical Villains, Last Resort and Exploding Rage, those are pretty much just for this Frieza. Last Resort, I believe LR Full Power Frieza is on Last Resort as well, though. Yeah, he is. So keep that in mind. But the one thing about Frieza, if you're going to go with a full Frieza team, is that this Frieza is one of the special units because he, of course, is on the Universal Survival Saga. So that's good for him. But he doesn't have Big Bad Bosses, and he's got Tournament of Power, so you're not going to have a lot of other Friezas that would have that. I mean, I suppose, you know, you then could rock, like, the STR, Angel Golden Frieza, and then also, where's Angel Frieza at? Where is Angel Frieza? Oh, he's all the way up here. Then you could use, like, that Frieza and then, like, this Frieza. And it's like, but, yeah, I don't know that you'd want to use an SR. But, you know, just units that have a ton of categories in common, right? So Cell and Frieza, I feel like, usually do end up being the best. All right, so here's what they got. They did use Tech as their leader. There's Caulifla and a bunch of these units. You know, they got unfortunate with their friend. Not a lot of rainbows right there. And then here's the Cell team that they use. Yeah, I mean... Again, we see how all these top scores look. They all look the same. So, we'll see. I really, really, really would like a change to this mode be made, right? So that, like, you know, you should be using hit teams. But, like, it's like they just did it in a way where hit is not, like, what is end up being used. Let's see how lucky we get right here. I might, depending upon how it happens, I might pick all cells. But... Because we're not going to have Kale and Caulifla in there. Which sucks that we didn't find a friend with a rainbow Kale and Caulifla. But I thought all those rainbows were pretty good. Again, this, I think, could be my high score. Judging upon some of the top scores we saw and how Hit was the leader for a lot of them, I suspect that maybe the overall stats of the unit are what matters. Remember, Hit has higher overall stats than Kefla. Okay, we'll do those. I probably should have went with that Int Kale, but it's just like, I feel like the speed of it matters. I do. I know somewhere in this post it did sort of mention they don't think speed matters as much, but I do think it does matter. Okay, so remember, my high score is what, 133 million? So let's see what this does. Okay. We didn't have a Kale and Khalifa there. I did pick STR Kale there rather than the Int one. I probably should have gone with the Int one. We would have done more damage, I think. That's very comparable, again, to my high score. If I had my LR Kale and Khalifa available, things might have been a bit different. Oh, there's a second run right here? Because I could use a stone, and it would replenish my connectors. Let's just do 2 more runs. Let me just quickly do this run right here. I'm not even really going to care to pick. Let's just quickly move fast and just get to the next run. The reason is because I want after you use a stone, you could use 5 stones per day, and when you use a stone, it replenishes your connectors, right? Because I really want to have a very good run happen where we have Hit as our unit instead of Kefla, because these are the first runs I've done with Hit as my main unit. So we'll kind of see how this is going to work. Let me know if you guys want to see more. There's damn. Okay, Kale and Khalifa were down there, but these 3 do share Shattering the Limit. Obviously I should have taken Kale and Khalifa though. Okay, so that was an opportunity. It's like, I really try and go as quick as possible, so it's like I get like 1 glance at it, and I spotted those 3 units very close together so I could all click them. I don't think this has a chance to give us our record, but maybe it does. Maybe it will. We'll see. Alright, a bit lower than last time. That's fine. Notice that every single run gives you 15 of these currency. You also get currency in your gift box when people use you as a friend later. I used all my stones today. Oh, no. All right, maybe I'll do another video then. Because, I can't replenish my connectors until tomorrow. Like, it's 24 hours from now. So let me know what you guys think. My high score still involves Kefla right there. I do really enjoy this mode. I mean, at least it's fun, like, sort of trying this stuff out. Again, I just think they have to do something. Like, either make the villains, like, actually, like, villains that are in a bunch of categories and link well together or something like that. Or make the buffs way better. But, like, just running, like, the full Cell, like, team, like, I don't know. Like, that's obviously not what they had in mind. And that's what everyone is using. So, let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch y'all next time.